we are going to see what is a budget line or price line, what is a real income line. Budget line is a graphical representation of all the possible combinations of two goods which the consumer can purchase, spending his entire income on these two commodities given the prices of the commodities and the income of the consumer. Okay, and the assumption is that the prices of the commodities remain constant. Then income of the consumer also remaining constant. Another assumption is that consumer awareness. Consumer is fully aware of the market situations, prices of the commodities, so that he can spend the income on the commodities he require. Okay, and the inverse relation between two commodities he purchases, it gives the shape of this curve, downward sloping. Because of the inverse relation between the commodities, the quantity of the commodities he chooses, the nature of the consumption, because of that it is negatively sloped. Inverse relation between the bundles given. You can see here combinations A, B, C, D, E, F. 6 combinations are given. Combination A, 2 goods are given, X1, X2, or we can name it XY. So X1 combination, first one 5, 0. The first bundle contains 5 units of X. Consumer is spending his entire income on the commodity X1. He is not spending any of his income on X2. Next bundle 4, 2. 4 units of X1. Now he started purchasing X2, 2. Next 3 units of X1, 4 units of X2. In order to increase the consumption of X2, the consumption of X1 is sacrificed because of the budget constraint. He cannot purchase more than his income. He is adjusting between the two commodities and trying to get a satisfaction. But at the same time, he cannot purchase more than his income. If his income is unlimited, he can purchase any quantity of X and Y, and we may not be discussing this topic itself. But what is budget line? Budget line. Every consumer is facing this constraint. What is budget constraint? A consumer can purchase commodities. He can spend his income on the commodities in what way? What is the nature? Either less than his income or equal to income. He cannot purchase more than his income. Okay, so the negative relation, in order to consume one more unit of a commodity, the consumption of the other commodity is sacrificed. That is shown on the price line, which is giving the negative slope. Inverse relation between the commodities chosen, the quantity chosen, the nature of consumption. Because of the price line or budget line, it is negatively sloped. Okay, then next you can see it is touching both the axes. The reason is that, see the first combination X1 5, X2 0. Last combination M, 0 quantity of X1 and 10 units of X2. So 0 10 combination, 5 0 combination, touching both the axes. That means consumer is spending his entire income on X1. At that time he is not purchasing anything of X2. The last combination, he is not purchasing any unit of X1, spending his entire income on X2. So what is his income according to this example? Income is denoted by the symbol M here. Actually in economics, the symbol for income is Y. Here I have selected, especially in macroeconomics, the symbol Y we are using. But here I have given the symbol M, that is 20 rupees. 20 rupees is the income of the consumer. Imagine, price of the first commodity X1, 4 rupees. Price of the second commodity X2, 2 rupees. So, price of X1, 4 rupees, and price of X2, 2 rupees. So, for convenience I am writing P1, 4 rupees, and P2 2 rupees. Okay. So he cannot purchase more than his income. So now we will check of these bundles whether this is equal to income, more than income or less than income. So how can we derive the budget line equation? The consumer can purchase either equal to his income or less than his income. So how will we derive the equation? Price of the first commodity into quantity of the commodity plus price of the second commodity into quantity of that second commodity is equal to M. Okay. Price of the first commodity, here x1, into quantity of that commodity plus price of the second commodity into quantity of that commodity is equal to M is one condition. He can purchase equal to his income, and the assumption is that he is spending his entire income on these two commodities. Another one is P1 x1 plus P2 x2 is less than income. Okay, these two conditions only will apply here. Next, P1 x1 plus P2 x2 more than income, not affordable. But these two are affordable. We will check regarding the price line. You see all the bundles given here. Whether these bundles are equal to income or less than income or greater than income. First equation, P1 x1 plus P2 x2 is equal to M. What is P1? Price of the first commodity 4 into what is the quantity consumed 5 plus P2, that is the price of the second commodity 2 into what is the quantity purchased 0 is equal to income 20. So here it is equal to 20 rupees. Okay. Next, price 1 P1 into quantity 4 plus price of the second commodity into the consumption increases to 2 is equal to 16 plus 4 20. Next, P1 4 into quantity consumed reduces in order to consume one more unit of the other commodity. So 4 into 3 plus P2 into x2 is equal to 12 plus 8 20. Next, P1 into quantity 2 plus price of the second commodity into quantity increases 8 plus 12 rupees 20. Next combination, that is here A, here B, C, D. Next combination E, 4 into 1 plus P2 x2 is equal to 4 plus 16 20. Last combination F, 4 into 0 plus two into how much? 4 into 0, and the consumer spends his entire income on x2 commodity 10 is equal to 20. So this way now we know that all these bundles cost equal to income. Okay, now see the bundles. They are marked on the budget line. All these bundles come on the budget line, which is called the real income line or price line, it shows budget constraint. He cannot purchase more than this price line. Okay, he cannot purchase more than this price line because this price line shows the bundles which are equal to income. Any point beyond that is unaffordable. Okay, so any point inside this curve, O, A, F, any point inside O, A, F is affordable. Because if this is equal to income, all the bundles that come inside will be less than income. Any bundle beyond this line will be more than income. Okay, so this way the budget line equation is proved here. What is the budget line equation? P1 x1 plus P2 x2 is equal to M. That is a budget line equation. Okay, all the bundles which are equal to income comes on the budget line. So, budget line equation is P1 x1 plus P2 x2 is equal to M. Okay, next equation. So, we will check here. If 1 unit of X and 2 units of Y and 2 units of X and 4 units of the other commodity X2. So, what will be the budget equation? What is the price of X1? P1 is 4. 4 into 2 plus 2 is the price of the second commodity into 4 units. 16 rupees. 4 more rupees with the consumer. And the assumption is that consumer is spending his entire income on both the commodities. Next example. 1. 4 into 1 plus 2 into 2. 4 plus 4. Only 8 rupees is spent by the consumer. So, all the bundles inside this budget line, it will cost less than income. So, less than income, equal to income. Both are affordable. But inside this budget line, this we have seen now. This is underspending. Underspending. What is the equation here? P1 x1 plus P2 x2 less than income will come inside the budget line OAF, inside that. On the budget line, equal to income. So, what about beyond this budget line? Now, I think it is clear to you. All the bundles that come beyond the budget line will be greater than income. P2 x2 will be greater than M. We will check one example. 6 units of X plus 10 units of Y. You know, 20 plus 24, 44. So, all the bundles beyond this budget line will cost greater than income. This is unattainable. It is not affordable. In order to reach the, what should change? The income of the consumer should change, or there should be a change in the price of the commodity. Okay. So, unattainable combinations will come here. Now, we will derive the budget constraint equation, budget line equation. So, what is budget constraint equation? Budget constraint, given the prices of the commodity, and income of the consumer, a consumer can purchase either less than his income or equal to income. And the assumption is that prices and income, prices of the commodities and income of the consumer is remaining constant. Consumer is aware of the prices and the entire income is spent on both the commodities. These are the 4 assumptions of budget line. Okay? Income remains constant, prices of the commodities remain constant, consumer awareness of prices and market situation, and entire income is spent on both the commodities. So, he can purchase what? So, what is his budget constraint? Budget constraint equation is P1 x1 plus P2 x2 is less than or equal to M. He can purchase either price of the first commodity into quantity of that commodity plus price of the second commodity into quantity of the commodity less than or equal to M. We have proved that. Okay, and so this is budget constraint equation. What is budget line equation? Budget line or real income or price line equation, P1 x1 plus P2 x2 is equal to M. Okay, so what is budget set? It is a set of all the possible combinations of 2 goods which a consumer can purchase given his income and prices of the commodities. Here we don't say that he spends his entire income on the 2 commodities. It is the possible combinations available. It is available which a consumer can purchase given his income and prices of the commodity. So, the equation is budget constraint equation itself. Budget set means all the sets which the consumer can purchase. Whatever combinations are there, everything comes in the budget set which are equal to income, less than income. Everything comes in budget set. We will see next with an example. Okay. So, all the combinations of bundles which are equal to income and less than income comes in budget set, which is the budget constraint. But budget line or price line means P1 x1 plus P2 x2 equal to M. Now, what determines the slope of the budget line? Downward sloping, okay. Reason for downward sloping we know inverse relation. But you get a straight line. What is the reason for the straight line? Downward sloping, okay. You have seen many downward sloping curves, convex to the origin or concave to the origin. But here it is a straight line downward sloping curve. What is the reason for downward sloping? Inverse relation between the quantity purchased of 2 commodities. Why is that downward sloping curve a straight line? Because of the price ratio. Constant price ratio. Simply writing price ratio not enough. It is constant price ratio. Because what is the assumption? Prices of the commodities remain constant. So that constant price ratio Px by Py. Here x1, x2 I have denoted. X on the x-axis, Y commodity on the y-axis. Px by Py. Negative, actually it is negatively sloped. That is why negative Px by Py. But we simply say Px by Py. Here Px, that is the price of x14, Py 2, so the price ratio is 2. Negative 2 we say. Negatively sloped, that's why. Okay, so Px by Py, 4 by 2. 4 is the price of the x commodity. 2 is the price of the y commodity. Here it is x2 only, that's all. So, 2 is the price ratio, it is constant, that is why The downward sloping curve is a straight line. So please understand carefully. It is downward sloping because of the inverse relation between the quantity of the commodities consumed. That downward sloping is a straight line because of the constant price ratio. So we will see budget set or budget constraint equation P1x1 plus P2x2 less than or equal to M. I will show you a few examples. So here see how will we prepare budget set equation. You know budget set contains all the bundles that come inside the budget line which costs less than income. It also contains the bundles which are equal to income. But budget line never contains the bundles which are less than income or greater than income. It shows which are equal to income. Okay. So budget set. So if we take the first good, its price is 4, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5, 0, 6, 0, 7, 0, 8, 0, 9, 0, 10. See, the first commodity 4 rupees and the second good 2 rupees. So in the first set, not a single unit of the first commodity is purchased, 0. Consumer is spending entire income on the second commodity, 1. So the price is 2 rupees, 1 into 2, 2. So the consumer has how many more rupees with him? 18. Here spends 2 into 2, 4. Here 6 rupees spent. Here 8 rupees, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Here in this set he will stop here 0, 10 equal to income. So all the bundles 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4 up to 0, 9 cost less than income. Budget set also contains which is equal to income. Okay, we will check the other way. If the consumer is spending his entire income on X commodity. So 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0 and 5, 0. Why? Because the first commodity 4 rupees. So here 1 into 4, 4, here 8, here 3 into 4, 12, then 16, 5, 0 means he spends his entire income. So here also these bundles are less than income, this one equal to income. So budget set contains all the sets which are less than and equal to income. We will check one more. 1 unit of x1, 1 unit of x2. Then 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. Let us check. 1, 1 means 4 rupees plus 2 rupees, 6 rupees here. Rupees 6 spent. Here 4 plus how many rupees? 1 into 4, 4 plus 2 into 2, 4. 8 rupees spent. Okay. Here 4 rupees spent. So how much? 4 plus 3 into 2, 6, 10. Here 4 into 8 means 12 rupees spent. Here 4 into 10, 14 rupees spent. Here 1 unit of x, 4 rupees, 6 units of 2, 12 plus 4, 16. He can afford next bundle, that is 1, 7. 4 into 14, 18. Next 1, 8. That is 4 rupees for the first commodity and 16 for the second commodity. So 20. So 1, 8. So it contains all the bundles which are less than income and equal to income. This is the way all the budget sets are derived. So if you check, you can see you will get this bundle 2, 6 in the next calculation, then 3, 4, 4, 2, 5, 0, and you will see that budget set contains all the bundles which are less than income and equal to income. Less than income is underspending and this area is unattainable.